Hi, in this screencast we're going to run through a bank reconciliation statement, what you need to do. So it's going to ask us, we're going to have to adjust the bank T account and do a bank reconciliation statement. And we always assume in these questions that the amounts in the bank statement are correct in the case of any differences. So that's just this line here. The reason we need a bank statement, reconciliation statement, is the customer's records, this T account here. At the end of the month, they think they have €49 left in their bank account, whereas when they get their bank statement at the end of February, it says there's 902. So, what's the difference? Who's right? Who's wrong? So we'll find that both accounts need to be updated. The customer account is going to have to be updated for any errors and unrecorded items, and the bank statement is going to be updated for any checks that haven't yet been presented or lodgements not yet processed. So the first step is to do the ticking off exercise. So we'll just check the opening balance here, 220 on the credit side, and here is a minus 220, so they agree. We can get rid of them. And now we'll go down from the T account. We've checked 71, 72, 73. So here's check 71. In the bank statement it's 550. Up here it's 540. So we assume the bank statement is correct, so really that should have been recorded as 550. So we need to increase this by €10 to bring it up to 550. So that's that adjustment done. Check 72, 600 versus 600, that reconciles. Then we look for 73 and 74, 71, 72, 73, 74 are not here. So just put a circle around them to show that they're not recorded. So these are checks. We've given them to suppliers to pay for goods. The suppliers just haven't given them to the bank, or else the bank has got them but hasn't yet processed them. So really the bank needs to record, or we're going to record, that those monies yet to come out of the bank, but we'll do that later. Check 75, 870 versus here 807. So I'll look here to check 75. The difference is 63, so we recorded 63 too much. So we need to reduce by 63. Check 76, 150, 76 is here, 142. There's a difference of 8, and we need to reduce this by 8. We recorded 8 too much. There is no check 77, I'm looking down here. There are bank charges, 41 versus 40, so this needs to go up by 1. And we do the same here. YR 512, 512, 1350 matches, KT. $540 lodgement SS, down here lodgement SS is only $340. So we put 200 too much, so we need to reduce this by 200. So I'll cross that just to show that we're doing something with it. Lodgement AQ is 760, here it's 790, so it's €30 difference. So we should have added 30 to this to make it should have been recorded as 790. So, and this lodgement QW should have been recorded as 260, here it is. It was 260 lodged in the bank account. We recorded 240, so we need to add 20. So just cross that off. It's dealt with. And lodgement LM on the 20th of February, the customer has recorded that he or she's lodged €32. Hasn't yet been processed. There's nothing lodgement in on the 28th apart from the QW, so that's unprocessed. And then what's left down here? A dividend not recorded. Standing order not recorded. Oh, and we did the bank charges, that was done, that's ticked off. Yeah, it's always good to tick them off or put a line through as you do it, or else you'll get confused. So now, that's the first step. The next thing is do your adjustments, and the easiest thing is to adjust the bank statement. So here's our bank statement. The closing balance is 902. If we look up here, there have been 3 checks not recorded, 73, 74, 75. So that's money out, they've yet to be presented, so we're going to say, well really, they're going to be going out. So we're going to be taking away 200. Excuse my writing. And check 77, which is 230. And also, this lodgement is yet to be processed, so the bank is going to receive in the next day or so, or is going to record that it's, assuming we record it correctly, but we'll only go on this, €32. So really the updated, adjusted bank statement should be all of these. What was recorded and then adjusted for the unprocessed checks, or the unpresented checks and the unprocessed lodgement, and you'll have to write that out. You can't really do it on the note, so how it looks in Excel or on your page would look like this. So we say our bank reconciliation statement, the closing balances for the bank statement is 902, and we can see that is here. That's our closing balance there in yellow, the 902. And then we're going to adjust for unprocessed checks. So I'm just going to write them here. You can see there are the three checks, they're taken away, and what gets added in then is the lodgement that was not recorded of 32, or sorry, the lodgement that wasn't processed by the bank yet. So 32 lodgement LM. And that goes in. At that point we can get the new closing balance, and you just add it up, and the new closing balance is minus 31. So 902 minus 200 minus 535 minus 230 plus 32 gives you a minus figure of 31, and that's the adjusted bank statement balance. And now we need to do the adjusted customer T account, and hopefully we'll end up with 31, and then they'll be reconciled. So the adjusted T account, here's the bank T account. We're going to populate the debit side and the credit side. So I'm just going to do the rough work again, the same as, and then do it as you would write it in your exam. So you just look at the pluses and minuses up here. So the first one here is minus 200, so we had 200 too much on the left hand side of the debit side. So your adjustment is going to be over here. It was minus on the other side. Here we've so that was SS. Lodgement AQ is here. We should have added 30. So we've plus 30 on the debit side. So over there, plus 20 here. QW. That's those three adjustments done. Then we come over here. We should have added 10 here, so we've 10. Check 71. Minus 63, so if it's minus 63, we need to, how you reduce the credit side is you increase the debit side, so we're going to put 63 here. That's 75. Check 75. There's a minus 8, so the 8 goes on the other side. And we're left with 1 here, and it's plus 1, so it goes on the same side as the adjustment needs to be made. So here the bank chart should have been 41, we put in 40, so we just need to add another 1. That's all the correction of errors. And then we have two things in here that weren't recorded in the bank statement. A dividend, which is money in, you can see it's on the same side as the lodgements, so we need to record a lodgement or a dividend of 120, money in. And this is money out, standing order, same side as the checks. There should be 110 going out. And so then our new T account is basically what we've put here. And you're going to add up all on the debit side and get the difference between that and the credit side, and that'll be your new balance. So I'll just put that into a clear format now. So here we've put in the entries that I've just taken from here, and the plus minus here, else what I've done here, and the two items that were not recorded by the customer in their T account. So that should look then like that. And then you're ready to balance off the account. To balance off the account, leave a bit of space. At least we'll leave one line. Under the last, we'll leave 2 lines. Put in total boxes, and then just total both sides. So we have 290 on the debit side, and we have 321 on the credit side. So to get the balance, you say which side is bigger. This side is bigger, and it's bigger by 31. 321 minus 290 is 31 euro. So the credit side is bigger by 31. And 31 then is our balance bought down at the end of the month. That just means the account is in overdraft, is in credit. And to finish off, the accounts are finished off when they're balanced. We just bring that up as a balance carry down. And when we do that, if we set 31 here, we don't set 13, if we set 31, both sides now will balance. But the main thing is this here on the credit side, this 31. And that now reconciles with the adjusted bank statement, so we know that we have reconciled the two amounts, and that's the question finished. So when you get those two items matching, you know you've reconciled the accounts. And that's it. So I hope that was useful.